It's another lovely sunny evening here in Killarney and everyone's out running. And a question I get asked a lot is about blisters. So I thought, what better than to ask the main man himself, what, Joe, do you recommend for people who are picking up blisters when they're starting off running?
That is a huge area. There's a couple of different ways people do it. Personally, I like to soften my feet. So I like to put lubrication on the soles of my feet and in between my toes, soles of my feet, put on the sock. That seems to do me. Other people don't. What they do is they put tape on it. You know, the kinesio tape?
Kinesio tape, yeah.
Put that on, dry the feet obviously, and put that around their places where they usually get blisters, whether it be on the sole, around the toes, anything like that. What often people do as well, actually some of the winter stuff I do is I use the Injinji socks, you know, the toe socks, I suppose, rather than finger socks, toe socks. So I put on the lubrication first, be it Vaseline or Body Glide or something like that, and then I put the socks on over it, so it keeps your toes separated, and just in case there's any more thing rubbing with the shoe or anything, you're lubricated.
So it's all just about reducing friction?
For me, reducing friction, and two ways of doing it, with lubrication or taping the feet.
Okay, really good. So next question, while I have him here, I'm only getting 5, is a lot of people are starting out and they're doing the park run, we'll say the 5k, and straight away then they're jumping up to the 10k, to half marathons, and they're picking up little knocks, little injuries, and especially tendon injuries that can last a long time. What would you suggest for people starting on as regard upping the mileage?
Go see you first. Well, okay. Not joking, like, but strength, getting, and I've done it myself. When I started off, I got up to about 2 miles, and I had, then I got tendonitis there that I had a few months ago still. But strength work, and so strength work number 1, and then probably no more than 10%
increase.
No more than 10% increase. Like you could do 15 the odd time, don't stick to it, but like 10%, and then got 10% to run, or probably 10% a week. I just tend to do it per run and kind of per week. I wouldn't go too much too soon, or try not to. And if I did, just for 1 week and then back down. So I think that more or less kind of works for me, but I do it for a while and then I throw it out the window and then I get injured. So.
Okay. So, Joe, you've got a big run coming up. It's in Switzerland, right?
Yeah.
What's the distance?
France, Italy, Switzerland.
Right, in the Alps. What's the distance?
300k.
Okay. So you've got a 300k race coming up. Is that a big motivation tool to go out and train? Do you need to be entering races like that to stay motivated, or can you stay running without that kind of a goal?
I can stay running without that type of goal, yeah, but because I do shorter stuff as well anyway, I'd be out running regardless. Plus in long winter I like going out.
So what you're saying is it's not about the trophies. You love running,
they're nice though.
And you're going to be running anyway.
Yeah, in fact it annoys me a bit having to specifically work for something in particular, especially when you have niggles and everything. And I'd much rather just run for the sake of running, not having to do specific things, like having to do the mountains now this weekend, whereas it might be a horrible weather, but I still have to do them. I don't like having to do stuff.
So the next question is, I suppose I see it here a lot with injuries or with any type of training, that progression isn't always linear. It's not always straightforward that I'm going to run further or faster next week. What are your thoughts on that, Joe? Is that something that can demotivate you, if you like, or what do you do when you stagnate and you found that you're kind of hitting a plateau?
Oh man, I'm still learning all that crack. Honestly, I was injured last winter, so I couldn't do anything. I was doing a lot of walking and a lot of weighted walking with the dog and all that. And it seemed that when I went back running that I was faster, and I wasn't trying. Like, I literally had no speed work done or probably had done nothing over 20k, and doing a lot of shorter runs and only running 4 times a week. In fact, sometimes 3 times a week. And then suddenly I was faster, and everyone was asking me what was I doing, because I'd gone off Strava. I'd gone off Strava because everyone was asking why wasn't I running enough. So I said, just go off it. And I was turning up at races and be quicker than last year, which was when I was supposed to be super fit.
So I suppose
yes, I'm fitter and I'm faster. Well, the last few months, doing way less.
So I suppose the answer is that it isn't always a linear progression.
No, and in fact, I did a lot last week and did a race yesterday, and I was slower.
Okay. And then the last question I'm going to ask you is that with the volume of training, what are the telltale signs of like injuries creeping up when you are injuries coming on? How do you recognize
texting you to come down for 10 minutes. Yeah, maybe not recovering fully for the next run and always carrying something small.
Is it a temptation not to recover and just to push through and try and get the miles in?
Yeah, because look, that works as well sometimes. If I had to stop running all the time, I had something, I'd never be running. So it's just look, because I know what I'm doing. So I kind of know sometimes, like I'll just go out, I've sore hamstrings or something, it's fine. It's probably just because of you. And then it'd be sore that day, and then it'd be grand the next, and I can push through it. But when something lingers maybe for a week or two, well, it's probably too late then. But then I've known I've done some issue. I call to you.
Okay, Joe, thanks for your time. We'll be keeping updates on Joe, how he's getting on in the Alps. So that's in a month's time. So hopefully it goes well.